Can you hear me? Please, you can come and play politics all you want, but we know you are being political. That same vigilante group had also put in place security and restored hope to the Uromi people that the same Governor Okpebholo have let down. He has not gone to visit them, even when the women were protesting. He had not solved the security problem, but he went to Kano, which we also say, yeah, it's good to extend the hands of fellowship to the people that were hurt, which we condemn their killing. So please, do not come here to play politics. Let's face the judgment that we are talking about, because that same vigilante group had stepped in the gap and had provided security to the people the same governor is failing on. Most importantly, the question I'd like to ask today is the fact that, no, let me finish, please. The question I'd like to ask today is the fact that the PDP is feeling disgruntled. They feel that despite the court said they did a good job at chronologically loading all their evidence and they called up a lot of weaknesses, which when the examination was going on, a lot of people saw how robust their work was. But in the end, the court is saying they didn't, help them through the evidence. Take, for instance, they brought the beavers machine. They didn't walk the beavers machine for them. The question is, I'll ask you, and I don't know if you're a lawyer, what now makes up the Evidence Act? And that's why they feel disgruntled and they have every right to go to the Court of Appeal. What makes up the Evidence Act? That's just it. In your own opinion, what evidence should the PDP have brought forward?
The great Rufai, the great Rufai, I appreciate you, but when you talk, I also have a right to speak to the issues raised by you. And you don't live in Uromi, you don't live in Edo State. I live in Edo and in Abuja. And I can tell you the security situation in Edo. The governor is doing everything possible to curb the issue of insecurity in the state. And don't also forget, the governor is not a miracle worker. The governor is not a magician. He has to follow due processes. And today in Edo State, the DSS, the police, the army, the navy, the custom, the immigration, and all security agencies cannot complain anymore of resources. They cannot complain of instruments to work. It's just a matter of time that we'll begin to see the results of the governor's investment in the security system in Edo State. The governor is particularly concerned about the welfare of the people of Edo State, for which he was elected. He was elected to do two things for Edo people: to protect the life and property of Edo people and to provide good governance for Edo people, and that is doing with all his efforts. And then going to court and talking about the tribunal and talking about the evidence that you said the PDP loaded. Mr. Rufai, I can assure you that you are not a lawyer. I am a lawyer. I am a good lawyer for that matter. And I followed this case from the beginning to the end. And not just follow the case, I was in court all through. And not just being in court all through, I studied the documents, papers, evidence that were produced before the court by the PDP. And ab initio, I knew that the PDP had no case. I knew the PDP had no case. And let me make you understand this. The law is mathematical. The law is scientific. In law, 1 + 1 is 2. I'm not a student of the school of thought of those who believe that you can do whatever you like with the law. The law is what the law says it is. And what the judges did in the case of Asua Ighodalo and Obaseki is very clear to all the lawyers who attended that tribunal, including the lawyer of Asua Ighodalo and that of the PDP. From the beginning, I saw a senior advocate of Nigeria in the person of Kemozia stammering in court. Wole was there, stammering in court. Why? Because all their case was built on allegations without evidence to back their claims. And not just that, even the evidence they tried to produce before the court were dumped on the court. And one of their star witnesses was Aneni's son, that is this boy. When he came to court, he confessed to the court during cross-examination that he was not in any polling unit. He was not at the polling unit. He was not at the collation center of the local government. So everything he said to the hearing of the court was hearsay. And you and I know that the court does not believe in hearsay. Hearsay is not acceptable evidence.
Okay,
hearsay is not a credible evidence.
Dr. Agbamre.
Now the court asked a question. Let me explain this to you. During the trial, the court asked most of the PDP witnesses, Now you are coming to tell the court that what you know about this election was based on hearsay. Are you saying that the people who were at the polling unit, your coalition agents, were dead, were not available? So what I'm trying to make you understand, is that there was no case had been issued.
If I can get a wording sideways, I mean, it's already established that this matter is not ending so soon. It's going to go all the way to the Supreme Court. But everyone knows that, you are very passionate about your support for Senator Monday Okpebholo. So that's very clear. But I'm surprised that you are not wearing your spy uniform. During the other time you were wearing spy, or is it SPY they call them, in protest against a certain process. Are you going to do it this time around in the course of this process?
I was trained, Dr. Abati, I was trained by the Nigerian police to be a spy supernumerary chief superintendent of police. And my training made me believe and made me know that I have a duty to my country, Nigeria, and to protect the lives and property of Nigerians as a spy police officer. And what I did with the election, without apology, was rendering a duty not to APC, not to anybody, but to Nigerians. So that is not an error. I did not do that in error. And if I had the opportunity again to do it, I would do it again. Because what I did was to push away those who were ready to feast on the resources of Edo people. And I did that defending my country, Nigeria, defending the people of Nigeria. So I have no regret I did that. And I'm telling you, I am a proud supernumerary chief superintendent of police. I'm not a conventional police. A conventional police may not do such. But being a volunteer police officer, I can do that. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Blessing Abomere. We continue to keep eyes on the situation. Of course, we all do believe, and PDP has assured us that it doesn't end here.